G'day and welcome to ESL 1 Malaysia. This is the final day of group stage matches and we have NigmaGalaxy up against Fnatic. Both teams are sitting on 4 wins and 4 losses, and the outcome of this series has the most bearing on who goes through in the upper bracket and has that second life in the main draw, or has to go through and battle through the lower bracket with sudden death. So our initial picks and bans: NigmaGalaxy getting rid of Batrider and the Quap. Thank you, IB Funky. I'll love to see you around and have a good sleep. NigmaGalaxy getting rid of the Batrider and the Quap. Staples for Fnatic, particularly the Batrider, they fall on that hero quite a lot. And initial bans for Fnatic, the IO and the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker being very meta, very strong in a lot of different positions. G'day, it's Shoes. It's the Shoes. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? The Dawnbreaker being picked mid, being picked in the off lane and the safe lane. Dawnbreaker can be pretty much put anywhere at this point and is incredibly strong. So getting rid of that ban and the Wisp, just taking out the potential global pressure from NigmaGalaxy. Fnatic don't want to deal with a global draft. They want to play the map and play the map how they wish to do it without global interaction. So first picks, NigmaGalaxy do grab the Chen in response to the Tiny. Chen with those strong timings around Hand of God, level 6 heal, and the mech. You can just charge down a tower, heal everything up, and be very, very confident that your team can't be bursted. Tiny, strong hero. Fnatic likes picking it. Wherever it does go, it generally has 2 locations these days, whether it be the mid lane or the POS 4. Considering we now have a puck pick early in the draft, I'd be pretty confident saying that this puck is a mid laner. We've probably got a 4 Tiny, unless we throw back to a couple of patches ago, TI patch, and we hit a safe lane Tiny. But Tiny is definitely not in the same place he was back then. Next round of bans coming out. Night Stalker, Vision hero, very strong at nighttime. Obviously, he is the Night Stalker. 10 seconds remaining. And just removing that vision advantage when darkness is popped for heroes like Puck. You don't want Puck to get jumped, and a hero like Night Stalker can certainly blink with this AoE silence, and Puck can just die straight off the initiate. So you don't want high vision heroes against a Puck. You want to give him every opportunity to evade and reset in each fight. Is it the Shoes? I'm doing alright. I do love some competitive Dota. It's been years since I played it or watched. Is it the Shoes? I hope I can entertain you today then, with a little bit of a cast with the current tournament going on, ESL 1 Malaysia. The Timbersaw banned out from the side of NigmaGalaxy. Generally, you ban Timber when you're thinking of having some poor strength heroes. You don't want your strength heroes to just become food to the Timber, to the Q. Takes away the stats, takes away your health, and puts you in the grave. So banning out the Timber generally indicates that's where the draft is heading towards, some sort of strong strength base. Or Lone Druid, Fnatic taking out as well. It's a somewhat special for some of these teams having the Lone Druid in their back pocket and just being able to base a push draft, particularly with someone like a Chen. I mean, what are you going to do when a Chen and a Lone Druid comes knocking on your tier 1 at 10 minutes? You know, there's just nothing much that you can do. 10 seconds remaining. Not familiar with Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is one of the newer heroes. 5 seconds remaining. If you can imagine a slightly ripped off Thor, then you've got Dawnbreaker. Q is she swings her hammer around a few times and then damage, and then stun. Her W, she throws her hammer and then it comes back to her and she meets it halfway. It deals a slow and AoE damage along the line of the throw. The E is just like every 3rd hit she crits and heals. And the ult is a bit like a Bifrost, coming in on the Bifrost. It's a global ult. You can target an ally, you heal the ally over the duration of the cast, and then you land and stun anyone inside the inside the AoE when you get to the other, wherever you're ulting to. So Dawnbreaker, very, very strong at the moment. It's one of the later released heroes. In fact, it might even be... No, it's not the latest released hero. Primal Beast is the latest released. But yeah, it's very much a newer one recently.
10 seconds remaining.
So the next band's coming out, the Visage. Once again, it's that Chen strat. You don't want to have a Lone Druid, a Visage coming in with the summons to be supported by these Chen heals and just the general buffs that Chen is going to build towards. Ben's going to look for the mech, he's going to look for the Vlads. Anything else, maybe even a drums. They can just buff up the creeps coming in. So the Zoos being banned from the side of Fnatic, they don't want to be dealing with that. Enchantress similarly banned from the side of Nigma, not wanting to have those early creeps interfering with the lanes, or even going off and just stacking whilst the laning phase is occurring. Wyvern was that final ban coming out from NigmaGalaxy as well. Rubik, most likely... Excuse me. Rubik. Was there a patch? There might be a patch. Hold up. We'll just get our Dota. We'll put my beautiful face here so you can have something to look at for the time being. It may have been just like a mini patch, but I doubt they'd do that mid-draft in the tournament. That's been done before. Okay, game closed out of date. So please close and restart. Sure, that's what I thought it was. That's why I closed and restarted. Can you please update for me? Download. Alright. I sort of suspected that might have been it. I sort of suspected there may have been a patch, but I mean, that's pretty... Does that mean that they're mid-draft, they have to remake, or... I don't know. Alright. I don't think they'll have to, if they're already in a lobby. No, I think because they're in effectively like an offline, well, they're in an offline lobby, so they're probably just playing on the latest patch before they went into the lobby. So I think they don't have to remake, no. Right, okay, that's cool. Will just affect us out here in the cyberweb, but apart from that, we'll be all good. So Rubik, as I was saying, being picked up, most likely going to be probably a GH Rubik, but oh, this Pudge pick comes out. It's going to be a core Pudge. We've been seeing core Pudge quite a lot recently. Either you go for the Ags build, or you just be a big beefy boy who's got hooks and eats and a blink dagger, and is very, very strong. Even the patch that came out yesterday didn't really do much. I'm sorry, the big patch that came out yesterday didn't really do much to address. Let me go back. Yeah. Didn't do much to address the Pudge issue, the Pudge problem. Fnatic has two picks we saw while we were updating the client. TA and Elder Titan. So Elder Titan with the Earth Splitter, with that huge percentage base damage that can come through, really does eat through strength heroes. So we saw that Timber ban come out, but the other big counter to strength heroes is this Elder Titan. You get the Astral Spirit with the Stomp, you throw out the Earth Splitter, and then the Natural Order, removing all those base magic and physical damage resistance stats, just makes those big strength heroes a bit like paper.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Now, since we see a TA picked here as well, we can probably assume that this is some sort of safe lane TA with a mid puck. I won't rule out off lane puck, mid TA, and we're still looking for Palace's hero here last. We'll mention stand-ins. since there were some visa issues getting players to ESL 1 Malaysia. Palos is standing in for Fnatic, and DreamerCell is standing in for NigmaGalaxy. DreamerCell is this middle one here. Even though it doesn't say DreamerCell. DreamerCell is standing in for NigmaGalaxy since Miracle could not make it. So our final bands, Pangolier and Tidehunter, Juggernaut, the Yugger, and Medusa actually is a final band. That's an interesting final band. I'd be thinking that this Pudge is... Wow, hang on. This is an interesting draft. This is an interesting draft. Is this an offlane Faceless Void again? Is this a Mind Control Void? No, it's a Mind Control Pudge. I like this a lot more. So we got the offlane Pudge, going to be the safe lane DreamerCell taking the Faceless Void, and Sumail will be taking the Tusk mid. I love all these variety Tusk, or variety mid picks that NigmaGalaxy are coming out with. On the side of Fnatic, Palos will be taking that safe lane TA, and Armel will have the Keeper of the Light mid. Very, very strong, very, very meta right now. This Keeper of the Light mid has an incredible timing just to the amount of farm they get around the map. And just blast waves constantly, will always scale. Almost impossible to stop this Keeper of the Light farming and getting items. And really, the choice is what items they go for, because a Coddle mid can get whatever item you want. There are no items that are not within that Coddle mid's reach. So what is it that this Coddle mid deems is necessary for this game? Has to be some sort of survivability, right? When you've got a mid Tusk, he's going to be rolling in and punching you for a lot of damage. Pudge is going to want to blink in. Maybe a 4-staff. Maybe some sort of self-protection Aeon Disc later on. Maybe particularly against a Faceless Void if you get caught in that chrono. Aeon Disc can save you. But Aeon Disc always feels like you're in a bind if you're going for Aeon Disc. Aeon Disc is I don't want to lose item, rather than getting something like a Hex or a Silence, or more damage such as a Dagon or an E-Blade, which is sort of like a I want to win item. Not saying that people don't win with Aeon Disc, obviously. I'm just saying mentally it's you're trying to solve a problem rather than create a problem for the opposition. So it does look like this offlane puck.
You might wish to retract your last move.
Yeah, offlane puck. Fair enough.
You might wish to retract your last move.
Okay. The DJ moving out quickly with the Sentry and the Ward, looking to get some early placement down. Does he want to place it mid? Get some early vision for his Keeper of the Light. Doesn't sure he potentially needs it. Drops the obs. Okay, now we do the dance. Oh, whoa. He should have tossed him in. I guess he could have skilled up the snowball and just rolled away, but he would have taken a bit of damage there. That would have been a little bit risky if he'd tossed in there underneath the tier 1 to a puck with a Keeper of the Light just hanging around. He does end up walking away. DreamerCell starting with just the 1 set of tangos and the magic stick, anticipating to be against a little bit of spam with the puck. And possibly the tiny. A lot of spells they're going to be casting out. So it gets that early stick for the additional value. TA is melded up on the Bounty Rune spawn. Wood has been placed on this high ground, so Fnatic just valuing this early vision around the rune spawns and the river rotations. They see Mind Control sitting here. They know that's where he's at.
Battle begins.
Shards coming out. Tiny does get tossed away. There are 3 of them here. The body blocks. They decide to go back in. Will they have enough damage? I think he's going to get away underneath the tower. A lot of damage on a DJ. He's going to have to... Yeah, he's going to do the Walk of Shame back home. But it won't be a first blood. So as the lanes settle, in the top lane, for NigmaGalaxy, Mind Control with his Pudge, starting with a little bit of armor and health. He'll be supported by GH, the one and only GH, with those boots first Rubik. Fade Bolt already leveled. Up against Yanuel Daniel and Palos for the side of Fnatic. In the mid lane, Armel with his mid coddle against Samael playing this yet another strength, tanky strength mid in this Tusk. Lots of burst damage at level 6 and can move around the map quite well. Safe lane for NigmaGalaxy, ESL with Kuro on the Chen with level 1 actually in Penitence. I guess took that to try and get that first blood against Jabs and DJ on the Puck and Tiny respectively. Quite a lot of burst in this lane between... Why are you overriding me? Thank you. I was like, why am I getting flicked around the map? Securing that range creep there. DJ's making sure gets a bit of XP. The hook does hit, but no level in rot yet, so Palos, he'll just walk away. GH with the harass. You gotta be careful. Get a few Astral Spirit stacks up, each one a little bit more damage, movement speed. He'll pull it back and he'll slap Mind Control down a little bit. Mind Control's still only level 1, so no rot to really turn around with it. Surprised Daniel didn't get a little bit more hits then. Glad our last hits is nice to see how we're going. ESL's actually coming off to a really nice start in the bottom lane, 9-1. So he'll be heading to some early items. Bro, it's getting tossed up. He will get the block off. DJ, well done. Contesting the creeps is really important against a Chen because of course Chen wants to get that Holy Persuasion working, wants to get a creep under his control. He might have to just walk over to the triangle. Toss under the tower. Time Dilation comes out, slows down Jabs. That's going to throw me off every time he sends to the J. It's Jabs. Still no level in Divine Favor actually. Does have the level in the headdress, providing the base mana health regen, 0.5, but no Divine Favor, so the armor and regen per second not exactly working out right now. Puck now at the top of the net worth, or top of the last hits, doing quite well too. So this game is going to be a little bit about initiation. Does this 4 Tiny get in with a blink and get the jump on anyone on the side of Nigma, or is it the Tusk and the Pudge that make the jumps for the side of NigmaGalaxy? One of these teams is going to get the jumps in these fights, and I suspect whoever gets the jumps are going to end up winning. And of course, I was just there. Must have got the hook. Wow. GH living a little bit. He's gonna actually live. Pops the Fairy Fire. Still a Fairy Fire on January. Will pop it and he lives. He would have gone down. That Fairy Fire giving 75 health, so just enough to keep him above 0. No levels of refraction actually yet on Palos. I guess it makes sense. The rot can remove the refraction quite quickly, so I guess it feels like a little bit of a wasted skill, but it is the bonus damage as well, and it seems to be possibly a mistake because you're going to take full damage from Rubik as well. Rubik's certainly going to enjoy a TA that has no refraction charges. 1 point in everything at the moment for ESL. Working towards the Maelstrom as soon as possible, and those treads. Toss plays are potentially a good thing here with the coil. You can coil and toss out of to break the coil. Not something you really want to do at level 1 unless you're tossing them in the direction you really want them to go, because that level 1 snap just isn't that good. Okay, it only lasts for about 1.75 seconds. Yeah, 1.8 seconds and 125 or 200 break damage. So it's not that good. In fact, most heroes actually just walk out of the snap if they get coiled level 1. Mind Control just rotting up over on Palos. Gets the lift. They're still holding onto a hook. They're under a sentry. Got the rot and the hook. Ooh, he does miss it, and Palos will just slide away. So Mal's trying to contest some of these stacks that Armel has going in the jungle, but there's not much he can do. Unless you flat out kill this Keeper of the Light, he's just going to keep farming. He's got level 3 Illuminate. He's not concerned. Mind Control getting a bit of a beatdown. Where is that Vanguard at? He doesn't have it yet. Bottom lane. No bashes coming through. That was close, yeah. DJ going some bit of regen, mangoes, and Mango's in clarity, so he'll be ready to go again. Of course, tiny, low base mana pool, so gets a lot of value out of those regen items. Kuro does have the creep. He's going to hit him. Ooh, under the tower. Toss out. Dabs has got the silence. Dreamcell will get the damage reduction back off. Time walk it away, and he'll be just fine. That's pretty much the combo in the bottom lane for a while, so Void can probably be pretty happy that he will be safe. Mind Control stopping any push immediately by just hooking that cart, siege creep, and it immediately dies. Palos now has gone back for the 2 in refraction, so just those initial points in Meld and Sideblades, and now we've gone back for 2 in refraction, and we'll be hitting up the jungle to farm very, very quickly, as TAs do. Ooh, nice little D ward there from Kuro. Sniffs it out and immediately gets a little bit. New mechanic as well, this patch. Only been in for a few days. This Flag Bearer creep gives +3 bonus health regen to allies in an AoE and provides an additional 100% gold. Top lane, Mind Control is rotting over on Palace. Still, he's holding the hook. But who's going on who? DJ's TP'd in with the Avalanche. Mind Control level 4, he is just walking away, but Samael's turned up, he's level 7. He's gonna have a punch. Pudgy, that's 1. Give me the stacks. There's the punch over onto the TA. And there's got 2 stacks up for the Pudge and Mind Control. That's 3 total now, 3 flesh heap stacks, and he is feeling very good about this early game. Samael coming in for quite a surprise rotation there in the top lane. GH getting off to a decent start on this Rubik as well. He's level 4, going for the points in the lift. Hasn't put any in the Arcane Supremacy yet, so potentially just going to max out the 2 basic skills before going back for the buffs. You can see this Mind Control Pudge is going to start to become a real menace, particularly to these refraction charges of the TA. Oh, Dreamcell. Rotations come around. Quill out. Amel. Oh, yes. He was just trying to get to the edge, but the Flying Light does push him out and snap it, and he is out. Of course, under the effects of the Quill, he cannot jump away. So, once that Quill was laid down with the assistance of Amel coming in with the mid-rotation, there was really nothing Dreamcell could have done. Bottom tower is taking a significant amount of damage. But Dreamcell is coming back in. He wants to defend. Doesn't want to give it up yet. He still has plenty of HP on it. And with their Quill used for 40 seconds, he is in a fairly safe position. Or is he? DJ's coming in back with the level 2 in the toss and the avalanche. Armel's still hanging around. They've got a lot of damage if they can connect it. Oh, they're hunting. They're coming in. Samael's made the rotation. Oh, he just does cancel the TP. Or gets it cancelled, potentially. New neutral item as well, a Cult Bracelet, +5 attributes. Rites of Elisha, each time the wearer is attacked, they gain a stack of 0.5 meta regen, up to 5 stacks. Stacks last for 10 seconds. In comes the Snowball, will catch Armel, has the stun. With the tag, actually no levels in tag team. So that stun, that ultimate isn't going to deal a lot of damage. Samael, he might have gone a little too deep here. Dabs comes across with the Quill, will do the immediate break, but DJ's here with the Avatos combo. And Samael has just done a bit of a surfail, going a little too deep. Mind Control will keep the top lane being pressured in. Alice is here. I'm not sure he can do anything by himself. He does have a +1, and Mind Control would sense that there's no way Palos is just walking in here by himself. Because he knows that Mind Control has the wood on Palos in this early game. Absolutely, Pudge will feast on TA. Oh, he's walked away. He's a little bit deep. Here comes Samael. He comes out. There goes the refraction charges and Aurora's punch and the shards. Samael getting the safe lane TA once again. Dreamcell with a leveling Chrono. I'm missing that one. I'm just in the jungle. GH wandered a little too far from home. Flesh Heap, of course, having the active now, giving you that damage block. rather than just the stacks. Let's have that active component. Makes Pudge almost unkillable when that damage block is up. GH TPing in. Oh, gets the stun actually. And steals the phase shift. Not exactly the one you want to steal. Dabs. Spells are on cooldown. He's just going to go down. That time dilation. Level 1 time dilation was just too much. Dabs used the spells and there was nothing to do. Immediate smoke from GH and Sumail. They've got all the spells. GH doesn't have the most desirable stolen spell right now, but maybe you can make something of it. Alos, no defensive items. Shard comes in, catches him. But they had no way to get through those refraction charges and will have to back themselves away. Lift. GH, they actually get refraction now. They might go on Daniel because he's got no refraction charges. And he's a dead Elder Titan. Doesn't matter if you're a Titan, doesn't matter if you're a god. When Tusk turns up, punches you high into the air, you are not surviving through that one. On control fishing. Didn't find anything on his line this time. Cheeky little, maybe it was a cheeky little deny attempt there, but just going for a little bit of damage. That level 3 avalanche does a decent amount. Look at GH. You see him rolling. He's feeling very strong with that level 3 refraction. I'll just walk through that triangle. No one can kill me. I got refraction. He's feeling it. Grimacell has moved himself to the top lane. Actually has the Maelstrom. Is Brennus going to send it out? Sending it out currently. So his speed, farm speed is going to increase. No surprise though that the Keeper of the Light is at the top. Toss back. TA is there. The Meld Strike is going to come through. Mind control very tanky. With the Flesh Heap active, level 3, he's still walking away. DJ's actually going to get caught a little bit on the side. Avalanche coming through onto Kuro plus Sumail. They're both caught. Roll will manage to finish off the Tiny. And Kuro's now, he's in the middle of the party. The Centaur stun will not help him out and he will fall. Keeper of the Light did end up going for those Boots of Travel, very common pickup, and the Spirit Vessel wants to start getting some early value from those charges and wants to build up those charges quickly during this mid-game. GH looking towards a Blink Dagger. He's still 1500 gold away, so decent chunk of gold. He's getting some time on the mid lane there. Nigma's giving him a little bit of space. Faceless, as I said before, with that Maelstrom is going to start increasing farm speed, but shouldn't be able to keep up with Armel at this point. They might be scoping out mind control. Toss back with the Avalanche. Silence comes out. He did manage to get the Flesh Heap off with damage reduction, and even with the Soulbind, he manages to just walk away. And NigmaGalaxy are rotating in force. They say, you will not touch our butcher. This guy provides us fresh meat. He's ours. Please go back to your side of the river. And they oblige. Jabs. Just hanging around with those double nulls. Oh, Sumail's going in. This is a ballsy Tusk into the coil. He does get the punch off. DJ tosses him out, gets the break. Sumail's taking extra damage from that Illuminate. He will actually just live, maybe. Will Puck commit? No. It was a play that paid off, and look at this. Almost as if he's rewarded for such brazen play. He gets a regen rune on the way out, and he's back to farming already. Most damage done in that fight, 1100 from the Tusk. Actually, a lot of damage done from the Tiny as well, but they didn't end up getting a kill. Such is the nature of a core Tusk. He has a lot of HP, 1800, quite strong. Grimstone might be looking to make a play here with the Chrono. Where's the follow-up damage? Is there anything more? Silence from the Rubik and the lift. There should be enough. That will do it. And Sumail's onto the backline. DJ, he thought he was just throwing out an Avalanche to try and help out his core, but he's paid dearly. Link Dale soon for Sumail. BKB hopefully first. Januel actually is caught by those shards. Sumail, this is how you have to make a mid-Tusk work. Mid-Tusk is not a farmer. He's not going to sit back. He's not going to flash farm. You have no farm potentials. Look at his snowball, his talent tree. There's no cleave. No AoE damage. No, the only AoE you have is the shards and the snowball, which fall off pretty quickly. So you have to make plays around the map, and you have to do it early. Otherwise, you'll just become a liability in from the mid lane. Alice is just sitting top. Fnatic's coming. They've got the smoked up Puck, and there's the coil. Time dilation won't be enough. Oh, Hand of God though might be. You still will go down. Catching Kuroki actually in the jungle on the way over, attempting to help connect up with his POS 1. So it's a 2 for 0, and Fnatic make good use of that smoke. Smail King waiting around for the S4 rune. He sees it. He will bottle up, get the most value out of those charges, and now he's going to be a very hasted boy. Witchblade coming out on Puck, so just increasing that initial burst that you can have in this early game. TA, Dragonlance working towards the Desolator. Excuse me, what are you doing there? That is a little out of position. Certainly didn't expect you to be sitting that close behind. Top lane tower does get pressured in the meanwhile, and will go down with that siege creep. Pudge going for high survivability. Vanguard could, does just miss the hook. Armel's been quite good at dodging them so far. Let's see if he can continue it later on in the game. Just level 1 hook at the moment. So that cooldown will decrease. So we'll see more fishing later in the game. Smoke coming out from Samael. Does he have the BKB? He does. No Blink Dagger yet though. There's a creep following. They actually get the kill over on a Dreamer Cell. They were trying to make a connection with that, but they weren't fast enough. Samael's here now, and I think they're just going to get away. Oh, the stun from the Centaur. Following up with the punch and the secondary stun. Kuro with the double Centaur stun, the prediction, and then the follow-up. Perfect control. And they actually get a little bit of revenge for the murder of their position 1. What a play. Mind control TPing in bottom to defend this tower, but he's a little alone. Fnatic sensing maybe he's not alone, is disinclined to his request and will back away. Do remember that BKB now costs 50 mana. Change in the latest patch. So if you are out of mana, or if you do get mana burnt in some way, then you will not be able to cast that BKB. Saying that though, Samael is feeling very strong sitting farming this mid wave. He's got the BKB, he's got his team behind him. He knows that if Fnatic initiate on him, there's a good chance he turns it around and just kills them. Hasn't taken a level 10 talent yet. Oh, he's just walking into all of them. Samael, he's trying to bait it. Got the snowball. BKB's going to probably come out. Shards. Is he just trying to draw them all over it? BKB's going to TP. No TP for 10 seconds. This maybe was a little too deep. In comes Dreamer Cell with the 2-man chrono, but Avalanche interrupts. Silence on Pudge. Hook misses. Out comes the Earth Splitter. That'll miss as well. It's a Symphony of Fails. Oh, but here comes the Centaurs. We've seen them before. That's the Stomp. Do we get another second Stomp? No, the Stomps have been... There's still one Stomp available. Palos will go down, but it is for the life of Samael. In the backline, actually, Jabs is still around. Dreamer missed the time dilation, so he's free to keep moving around the fight with his spells, with his orbs. Hook in. Rot. Armel, the full staff away is enough. Is anyone going to die? 8 seconds for Hook. I think they're just going to all back away. Little casual stroll in the park. Lots of spell casts. But at the end of the day, only 2 heroes go down. Look at this. 9k damage done by Fnatic, and NigmaGalaxy walk away with only one death. So they were rotating in and out of that fight expertly to make sure that they didn't lose more, didn't bleed more gold in that engagement. Jabs now with the Blink and the Witchblade and start to make some solo plays potentially against some of the heroes of Nigma, but it's always hard when you have that global Hand of God ready to heal up anyone and survive that burst.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Speaking of
under
Hand of
attack.
God, let's just check out Kuro and see what items he has moved towards. With the mech and working towards the Vlads, will we see a full Wraith pack? He hasn't queued it up, so maybe not for the time being. Just going to be the Vlads at this early stage, really to assist the Tusk Burst and Faceless Void. Pudge isn't going to really benefit from the Vlads too much. He certainly won't disagree on having it.
Radiant's bottom
Pudge
tower
has
is
the
under
blink
attack.
ready, so blink looking into Aghanim Scepter. This Pudge is going to be powerful. Ooh, good little teammate there, just talking over that rune.
Radiant's
Giving Sumail the bottle charge.
is under attack.
There's 2 charges and into the Roche pit we go. Popping the Lincolns on Roche. Tag team for everyone. Oh, that stolen meld. Actually just making a big difference here. The Fnatic know what's happening. They are moving across. They get the stomp off. But will it be too little too late? Blink up. Mind control's in there. He is in. He's looking for a fight. Wants to find someone. He's popped his damage mitigation. Flesh Heap is he's bought jabs. He's hooked him back in. Come over for dinner. Roll coming out. We do have a BKB. Chrono is available. We catch 2. Smells inside the Chrono as well. Will he have the burst damage? 2 procs from the Maelstrom to finish off that kill. Being very fortunate for Dreamcell. And back to the Roche pit they go with no Tiny, no Puck. It should be secure. Oh, they're turning around. The fake back. They said, you thought we were going to Roche. Mel. You overstepped your mark. In comes Mel with the snowball and the punch. See you later, Gandalf. Go back and get reborn from the Balrog once again. And for the 3rd time. NigmaGalaxy head into the Roche pit. And with tag team up again, all that physical damage, big Pudge tanking up the hits. They will get the Aegis. Who are they going to put it on? Most likely the Void, the Dreamer Cell Void, I would say. Yes. Fnatic just trying to interrupt a little bit, but in the end couldn't do enough to slow that Roche down. This ramp is a real killer now. This change to the map has severely hurt Dire, which is great. Because Dire had like a 57% win rate in the last patch, which was not acceptable at all. You can't have a 57% win rate on one side of the map. So I'm glad that this ramp has been severely nerfed. Can you imagine being Dire walking down here? This is just a death pit. Absolute death pit walking into this area now. It's a nice ramp. It looks nice. It looks nice. Visually, artistically, this is a nice ramp. Not if you want to live though. The death ramp. So now with the Aegis on Void, he's going to be able to play quite confident around the map. The farm will accelerate because he can pretty much farm wherever he wants now. He's close. Going for Manta. Actually, Yasha coming out next. Woman Smoke. Will Fnatic see this coming? They see. Oh, the quick fingers, Palos. He gets away. He heard the wind up. The punch was winding. Not enough. Daniel will make his way away. Dreamcell's actually gone in, and the BKB will be used. He does get the kill. Earth Splitter coming out. Does he have a way to get out of it? The sleep, the toss, combo, and the stun. He's gone a little too deep. You might want to retract your last move. Absolutely. Dreamcell, your team was on the other side of the map. Maybe you didn't expect the rotations from Fnatic, but they came, and they came in force. But the fight's not over. In comes Big Bad Smail in mind control. They want to fight. They want to catch this TA, and he will go down. Those refraction charges just melting to the rot. Jabs. 3-man coil on the backline. Do they have any more damage? In you come, Armel. Welcome to the party. In comes the snowball, and another punch. He's up in the air, but he's living for now. Mind control. 8 flesh sheep stacks +1. Just TP away. Just TP out. He's the only one living. He's the butcher. He's collected the meat. And he's gone back to carve up his prize. Meanwhile, Dreamcell respawns. Yeah, guys. I was dead during all of that. I do have Chrono though. Oh, they've looked for the immediate smoke. DJ's got the stun toss combo. The silence comes out, and it's way too much damage. Oh, and Jabs is absolutely spamming that one now. With the dodge on the hook as well. Oh, Jabs, the styling, he's feeling it. He's feeling himself. We'll clear this wave with the catapults. Top lane, Armel will get back to farming because that's what a mid-coddle does best. With the level 1 Dagon and the Hex. I love the build. He went for a little bit of survivability with the 4-staff and the bonus wind lace. But now that he's got that, he's gone, you know what I need? I need damage. I need to burst people. We got a Dagon, we got a Hex coming in. This Armel coddle is going to be very, very scary. Illusion rooms, obviously a lot more useful than they used to be, providing that dispel on cast when activated. He did take the 25 tag team damage. I love to see it, and the snowball damage. So Samael's gone in for full glass cannon on this mid tusk, which I fully approve of. What's next? Sorry, what? It's a Octarine. Am I like missing something here? Point booster. It's an Octarine. He just hasn't got the Edelwen's recipe. That's what it is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Octarine coming out soon on Samael. Kuro has that Blads and has decided that for the foreseeable future, he is getting wards. Gonna get the Holy Persuasion, be able to target the Ancient Creeps. Torment Smoke. Samael baiting in the mid lane, but there's no one really around to take the bait. They could just take a tier 2 tower. Mind Control leading the charge. Not yet with that Aghanim Scepter for the upgraded Rot, but either way, does have a Blink Eat available. And who's the target? It's DJ. Does he sense it? Yeah, he does. He's TPing away. He felt it. The spider senses were tingling, and he got out of there in a quick manner. Smoke does dispel, and NigmaGalaxy are left to ponder what could have been with that smoke and head back to their side of the river. Jabs links in aggressively. The silence is stolen from GH. Damage reduction comes out. Jabs, you're coming hard for this. Will the hook up, and yeah, that you're down. Jabs jumps out. GH jumps out and yoinks him with the Fade Bolt. That's 70 seconds out for the puck. I mean, surely this is some tower damage somewhere on the map. 70 seconds, no puck. At least you're going to get a lot of field position, map position. Alos, BKB, Blink. Oh, but Chen's coming across. Kuro's here. Kuro's here to protect him. Does have a Hand of God. Will come out. Mech as well. Oh, and kills him over. Palos, you're at full range. You can't just walk away. You can't leave. Nobody leaves from Mind Control Pudge. Kuro says, you know, play like Seb, and Mind Control is stepping it up. Nobody leaves. And Samael on the top side. That's 4 people dead. 4 dead for Fnatic. It wasn't just the puck for 70 seconds. It's 3 more in the grave. And these tier 2s, I don't think they're long for this world. They do have a glyph. But now only 1 glyph per set of towers, so this is the strongest point they'll have, because they'll get a glyph, free glyph here now that will reset when a tower goes down. Remocel's starting to feel quite strong with the BKB and the Asher. Manta only 500 gold, 200 gold away actually. Yeah, Ultimate Orbs are cheaper than what they used to be. 200 gold away for Ulti Orb, and he will have that Manta, and that increases the damage in the Chrono significantly. Remember, this is a match for the upper bracket, really. If a team can go 2-0 here, they have a very good chance of making the upper bracket. Not guaranteed though, because TSM could still go 2-0 in the other series. But certainly you don't want to go down this first game, because that could just seal your fate. 5-man smoke coming out from the side of Fnatic. Where are they heading? Is the Roche spawned? It is coming up in 4 seconds. Oh no, it may respawn in 1 second. No, where are we? 2 minutes spawn. 2 minutes spawn. A long way away yet. Nail's coming over. He'll get caught. He has a BKB. He will pop it immediately. Snowball to buy a little bit of time. You know that BKB is running. He comes, jumps in and jumps out. Eating up on the BKB TA. Dreamer Cell comes back in. Earthsplitter coming through just to zone away the team from Palos. But out comes the Chrono. Will catch 2. Puck and the TA, and they're both going to go down under the effects of the Chronosphere. At the moment, the mid-arm Mel will make it out. He will be able to slow it down, but he's juking. He's walking away. Can he get out? He will, with a little bit of cover from DJ's force staffing every which way. Taking a bounty rune on the way out of town. There's just a little too much control on the side of NigmaGalaxy at the moment. This puck is having a rough time. If it's not Chrono, it's the eat from the Pudge, or the instant lift from the Rubik, or the stolen waning rift from the Rubik. It's not a fun game to be playing this puck right now. GH is having a ball with this waning rift. He's hung onto this one the entire time. He recognized that this was a very good spell, and there was no point at all in switching that one out. Very good spell for farming, but also in the fights. Rare that you get a spell that is good in both farms and fights. Acerine will be spotted at bottom by Jabs. To see it. Heal Scepter. Grab it. We'll just push mid lane a little bit. Control the creep wave. Try and force NigmaGalaxy back to this mid wave, which they do. And they know, they see the middle. DJ pounces, grabs Kuro, and sends him back. There's another 2 catch on the back line. It's 2 more. It's the Pudge. He's eaten up his ally. Dreamer Cell is inside. Wembley chooses to pop out right now. And Samal's blinked in with the BKB and the punch. In comes the Earthsplitter, catches 2, but it's not enough damage. Blink away. DJ's on the way out to the left. And they're on the hunt. They know he's here. TP's on cooldown. Blink in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Blink. Know where he is. How much time do they want to commit to this? Meanwhile, Puck's come back in. Oh, Puck's come over to try and distract the team of NigmaGalaxy from their tiny. And he distracted them. He did. He distracted them with his own death. Certainly, that was not the plan of Jabs. He thought, I'll just do a little duck in and duck out. Don't mind me. Well, that one did not work out. Tiny did manage to TP back home and has refueled. But at the moment, NigmaGalaxy are in the pit, being slowed down by the stomps. Coming out from Januel, he's sending over another spirit. Did the stomp get there in time? Does he have the stomp? He's holding it around. Stomp comes out. Oh, the quick dodge. The multi-dodges from Samal with the snowball. And Dreamer Cell with the jump. That was class right there. Both managing to dodge the stomp in their own way. Samal with that complete Doctoring Core and a Quickening Charm. Cooldown reductions do not stack. Cooldown reduction does not stack. So at the moment, this Quickening Charm is just giving the 10 health regen. So maybe he does want to switch that one out. GH with that completed Lotus Orb. See, holding on that tier 1 new tier 1 item, Seeds of Serenity, just for a bit of heals. But otherwise, Faceless Void is now huge. He's got the level 20 talent, 120 attack speed during Chronosphere. With the Mjolnir and the Aegis, the Manta on top, this guy is a menace. I think anyone who gets caught in that Chrono now, unless there is some serious levels of misplays, you know, or outplays from Fnatic, then someone's gonna die. Someone's life will be paid. Yeah, I'm just looking at this creep wave. I want it. I want it. They glyphed it. I want it so bad. Glyph was potentially a little early, but oh, the blind jumping Chrono I'm sure it occurred to him.
Bottom tower
I'm
is
sure it
under
occurred to
attack.
him. But they're making their way out. They're TPing. They won't be able to catch Palos. He has a blink in 7. Was that GH's orb? Oh, he could have gone to that orb. Maybe he knew he was there and decided if he went to it, he probably would have died. Bring a cell. Messing around in this top lane with Jab. They both know each other are here. But Dreamer Cell just guessing the wrong tree. Just guessing the wrong set of trees. He was close. Not
Radiant's
close,
bottom tower
but
is
no
under
cigar.
attack.
Samal, though, might be a little more successful. Charged in with the phase boots. It is nighttime. They might just... Yeah, they just caught a glimpse of him moving through there against the creep wave. Samal just spotted out. But that's a tier 2 down. Opens up the outpost for NigmaGalaxy to now take.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
4-man
attack.
smoke. Samal leading the charge with GH for that instant lift and the orb. Wonderful spell to have as well. Who are they going to find? DJ's moving south. No one else is
Radiant's mid
home in the
tower is
triangle
under
at the moment. But they do have instant ways to disable. Palos has a BKB. He might need it. Oh, they were right there. They were right there. They're just down. They're down. They're down here. But they're going to immediately TP away. That was almost ships passing in the night right there. I don't know how the smoke didn't break. That must have been right on the limit of breaking. And they just didn't see anyone. I would have almost confused NigmaGalaxy then, because they were almost convinced that that's where they were on that side of the map. And no one was there. They walked down there. Smoke didn't break, and everyone moved on with their life. This mid tier 1 though, not long for this world. Dreamer Cell with another minute and 30 on the Aegis should just probably move in here and start punching with the creep wave, with the inspiration creep, the flag bearer creep coming in. They counterglyph the wave. They're trying to keep this alive. They want this tower from this Aegis. They don't want to give up this map position, and they're going to stand and hold it. Mind control's here as well. That's how you tell that this is a stand and hold position. The big boy mind control's here. He's got the Ags and he's got the Cloak of Flames. Level 20 talent coming out from Puck. Minus 4 seconds waiting rip. Hand to a Gorge. Oh my god, isn't enough to save GH. But this hide of NigmaGalaxy are coming over. They've got a Chrono. They see Palos. Will to save. Will slow them down. I think they will make their way away, but this tower's going to die. I think NigmaGalaxy are actually just happy with this trade. They get the tower mid. Will they pressure this tower? No. I think they're just... Seeing that this Age is down to 30 seconds now, not wanting to risk it. As I say, mind control blinking in aggressively trying to get that hook. Level 20 talent, minus 4 second hook cooldown. Actually, normally it's the dismember duration that is taken, but this hook is now an 8 second cooldown, so lots of hooks. It's fair enough because with a Puck and a TA blinking around, this 4-staffing keeper of the light, you want to be able to have multiple hooks. Oh, spell prism drops to the side of Fnatic. Who will take it? Not keeper of the light. Ah yes, Coddle is taking it. We'll get that reduced cooldown, 12% cooldown reduction, plus the stats, plus the mana regen. Very, very nice item to have on any spellcaster later on in the game. I certainly never pass down the opportunity of taking a Spell Prism or a Timeless Relic. if the cause, for whatever reason, are not interested in them.
Radiant's top tower is under
Well, they
attack.
see the Courier. Yanuel's Courier is leading them home to their target. So is the Astral Spirit, but not quite quickly enough. Samal will start to fall off here soon, although his farm has stayed high. I guess that's how aggressive he's been. The actually farm is higher than the TA and the Puck right now, which super surprises me 40 minutes into the game. I sort of thought that this mid Tusk would have just fallen off
Radiant are scanning.
by this point.
Radiant's
The Mal's
top
going
tower
right
is
in.
under
There's a
attack.
smoke potentially coming to connect. No, did it have a smoke? No, no smoke. So they're just coming to connect the old-fashioned way. Fnatic are playing Dodge Wars at the moment, though. They do not want an engagement. Every time they get a whiff that NigmaGalaxy is in the vicinity, they are out of there. and back to the safety of their base. Only a 4k net worth lead for NigmaGalaxy, but it certainly feels like a lot more. That 4k gold is a lot more valuable on the draft of NigmaGalaxy right now. If you're ahead 40 minutes in with a Void on your draft, with a mid-tusk, well, here we go, it's kicked off. In jumps Pudge. Splitter comes out, misses everything. Samal's waiting on the high ground with the BKB, but it's Faceless Void who gets the chrono on too. The flying light won't be enough, and they are just falling everywhere. Yanuel will go down as well. The Havoc Hammer getting the last hit. Buyback from Januel. This Elder Titan wave try and hold the waves, but there's 70 seconds on TA. And with 2 buybacks, you would think that they might buy back on the TA, but there is no buyback coming. Do NigmaGalaxy suspect that there's no buyback? Possibly. It's rare that your 2 supports are going to buy back if you don't intend to actually fight. They've sort of played their hand, and NigmaGalaxy are calling their bluff. They said, okay, you bought back your supports, but what about your TA? Is your TA buying back, Fnatic? NigmaGalaxy are asking the question. They're finding the answer is it's no. No, it's not. And with that answer in mind, they are just going to keep on going. Those 2 support buybacks may not have come. That was an attempted bluff that has gone south, and now you're down 11k gold. Couple of K gold more than what you probably needed to be.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
And they should clear up the rest of this racks. 12 seconds. They might not commit for this range. Oh, Mind Control wants it. Well, they wanted it. 5 seconds. I think they can actually just fight. Quill catches on Park. Self-heals. Hook misses. In comes Tiny with the 3-man. Ava combo does get punched into the air. But Pudge with the E. Mind Control. Just chowing down on this Tiny. Another hook in. And the Deso is not even scratching Mind Control. He just walks away like he's brushing off a bit of an insect attack at that point. Stomp will catch again. But yeah, you don't want to go on this Mind Control Pudge. In comes DJ with the combo. Hook out, saving Sumail and the global with the Hand of God. In comes Dream Cell, jumps in, jumps out with the Manta now popped. Palos getting eaten, and with a Manta Void punching away, you are in all sorts of strife. Time dilation comes, and this looks like to be the beginning of the end. There is a buyback available on Armel, but still no buyback on this Palos TA. Armel buys back. They know at this point. They know if there was a TA buyback, he would be buying back. They're threatening the throne. It's not forthcoming. They have a 20k gold net worth lead, but there's just not enough delay. They're trying so hard. In comes Sumail again with the leap with the stolen quill from GH. Armel remakes the safety of his base. He has to live if they have any chance of surviving this. They will get the kill on Dreamer Cell. Are they going to back away? Does look like that potentially they pushed their luck a little too far and didn't get the focus down on the Ancient. So Fnatic cling to life in this first game, best of 2 group stage, Group B match. All the lollies are for play in this game. They are currently 4 wins, 4 losses, both teams, and no one wants to go to tiebreakers. Everyone wants to try and get a lead, and in comes Mind Control with the rot. Follow up hook hits Elder Titan as well, though he is slept. DJ with another combo will go down to the right click of Kuro. A rare thing to say. DJ jabs. Will get the orb. He doesn't make it out. Jabs is caught, but Mind Control will be caught in the snowball, and Armel goes down. He's got no buyback. The hook in. But do you really want to hook in, Palos? Mind Control. This time he got a hook he didn't want. Samal's still alive. He's going in with the snowball. Samal has no fear with the tag team and the BKB. Palos, do you have a refraction? No, you don't. Meld is not enough, and GG is called with the wipe coming out on Fnatic. NigmaGalaxy taking game 1 of this best of 2 group stage match between themselves and Fnatic.